backdrop into this particular piece. I do anticipate this actually, given its unique nature, to be worth, naturally in terms of a logical point of view, quite a lot of money. But more importantly, it's actually something that's completely unique to any city in the world, not just Vienna. Now, I want you to think about what you would pay for that piece, how you feel about it, and what you feel it deserves in terms of price. Now, that could be a high price or a low price, it doesn't matter. Put your name, your phone number, and the price into this tin, and the highest bid, regardless of how much, will have the opportunity to purchase the piece at 10 p.m. this evening. So somebody here, I don't know who, somebody's very lucky, because somebody's going to leave with this tonight at the price that you feel benefits you most. So have a think about it, put the name in the tin, and we'll carry on. But that's the piece. Pure, can you please come forward to explain your inspiration behind it? That would be really beneficial.
No worries.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. I basically stayed at a guy called Timothy Leary's house in LA one time, and Timothy Leary's the guy who was kind of like an acid guru from the 60s, and it was quite a trip for me to actually stay at his house. This was kind of later on in his life where he was a little bit mind blown from all the acid that he took. And the strange thing about staying at his place was, across the actual sort of the valley in LA from where he lived, was the house where Sharon Tate was murdered by the Manson family. And I've met a few people who are kind of a little bit obsessed with the Manson family, and they think that like Charlie Manson's a pretty cool guy and all of that. I don't. I think he's a horrible, evil, sadistic person, and he was responsible for her death. And it's a portrait of Sharon Tate. It's a portrait of Roman Polanski's wife. The night that she was murdered, Roman Polanski was at the Playboy Club. So you've got Charlie Manson, you've got Playboy, you've got Sharon Tate, you've got all these different kind of elements. And I've kind of just been obsessed about this kind of combination of incidents, and the fact that she wasn't really meant to be there at that night, and what happened was horrific, it was awful. But I created the first image, which was Roman Polanski's Nightmare, which is the yellow and black image right at the back, talking about her and basically just trying to portray her as a beautiful, tragic heroine who was kind of touched by fate. And it was almost the sort of the darkening of the 60s when things started to really sort of turn. It was Altamont, and it was when people were kind of taking the sort of the free hippie thing and psychedelics and then using it to manipulate people.